Hi, I'm David Ritzema, and I'm the senior pastor here at the First Baptist Church of Waxahachie. And we're in a series this month called First. And each week we have a different challenge. We've already been challenged with pray, with read, with gather, with serve, and with share. And this week, our challenge is to give. Today I want to talk about the why of giving. We're going to do all the W's this week on giving, but today I want to talk about the why of giving. One of the scriptures I memorized a long time ago is Acts 20:35. Now that's not one you're probably picking up on, but as soon as I say it, you're going to know exactly what verse it is. It's the one that says, "It's more blessed to give than to receive." One of the reasons I always really liked this verse in my Bible was because whenever I had one of those red letter Bibles when I was a kid and I would kind of thumb through it, I would notice that in the Gospels, lots of stuff was red, but then everything was black until you got to Acts chapter 20, verse 35. And that's where we find the words of Jesus. One of the few times outside the Gospels that Jesus is actually speaking. In fact, when you read the full verse, it says, "In everything I did, I showed you by this kind of hard work, we must help the weak, remembering the words the Lord Jesus said, 'It is more blessed to give than to receive.'" That's a great idea, isn't it? It's more blessed to give than receive. Except for when I was a kid, I couldn't really figure that out. How is it more blessed to give than receive? It always felt better to get than to give. I mean, most kids would agree with that. But as I've grown older, I've learned that there are a lot of benefits to giving. And I've discovered that it really is more beneficial to give than receive. We could all write a long list of reasons, but surely one of the great reasons that it's better to give than receive is the joy of giving. This past season, we had the opportunity as a church to give to some of the kids in our community, 600 families in our community that didn't have food for Christmas and didn't have presents. And we got to buy them presents and give them food and got to share a meal with them and share the message of what Jesus was really about. And we all got to experience the joy that you get from giving. But there may even be a greater benefit than that. Not just the joy that we get from giving, but the message we send out when we give. The message that other people see when we do it. We tell people, hey, you matter. Hey, I'm doing what God asks. Hey, I'm putting my faith into practice. The book of James says, you say, I'm going to show you my faith, but you're not going to do anything? He says, I'll show you my faith by what I do. Faith in action. That's in one way that giving is relevant to us today. One of my favorite songs as a kid was a popular song, and I always liked the song because the first time I heard it, I didn't understand what it meant. It was the song "More Than Words" by the group Extreme. The lyrics go, "Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you." And I thought to myself the first time I heard that, well, that's kind of a weird love song. Saying the words, "I love you, I don't want to hear from you." But then you go on and you hear the rest of the lyrics and you understand. It's not that I want you not to say it, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, because I would already know. You know what? God will know we love Him when we give.